welcome to this week's episode of Life's Messy, Live Happy. It's the new revamped show where I answer your questions, and we've got some great questions today. I'm going to be talking about how to succeed in family business and how to limit other people's cattiness and workplace drama.
Jay in Mississippi says, "Hi, Sai. I own an accounting firm and we are a family business. My sister, mom, and grandma all work for me. This sometimes makes it difficult to keep structure in my business. The lines between work and personal life are crossed. Do you have any advice for how I can separate life and work?"
Jay, I love your question. It's near and dear to my heart. I'm a founder, I'm a business owner, and some of my employees also are family. I think I can help. And before I do that, I want to deconstruct some of your question. And I apologize if I make any assumptions. I'd love to have you on the phone, but I think I'll broaden the scope to help lots of people who are working with family. So if I just take your question literally, you asked me how to separate out life and work and how to add structure. So let's talk about structure. What I would say about how to add structure is do what we're all telling you as a leader to do. Set priorities, figure out responsibilities, have people identify what they're to accomplish in a day, set huge goals, make them visible, write out your priorities, and anytime energy is going in a different place, bring people back to the priorities and ask how they fit in and move them to the appropriate place on that hierarchy. Do your coaching, call people up for greatness, give them those moments of feedback and ask them to self-reflect. Nothing that I teach changes because family is involved, but I meet many founders who have a different standard for family. They think employing family relieves them of the need to lead. And you are not absolved from the need to lead. If people are your employees, regardless of if they're family, you've got to lead. And so that structure you're looking for, it's yours to provide. You're the owner, you're the leader. Set expectations, measure people against those expectations, have honest conversations rather than big confrontations when you need to, and be honest. Stop using hope as your strategy. Be honest and let people know when they're moving closer to what you would like them to be doing as a boss or when they're moving farther away. So that's the easy part of this question. Now, I want to dig a little deeper because another part of this question I hear you asking is a setup from the beginning. It seems like you're asking, how do we have work or life? Like, how can we focus on one or the other? Now, you might not know this, but your ego loves it when we ask questions that include or, because it's the sucker's choice. The ego puts a question that way because poor you. There's no way you can do either one. You can't just make it all work and no play, and that means you don't care about the family, and if you just do only family, then you jeopardize your business. See, anytime there's or in your question, or implied or as yours was, I want you to focus on that. Take out or and put in and that opens up a lot of places for accountability for you to step forward. It's not, should we focus on home or work? It's how do we balance our focus while we're at work working to accomplish these goals? And I believe that there isn't such thing as work-life balance if you think about it as a noun. Work-life balance isn't a noun, it's a verb. It's active. It's what accountable, low-drama people do, where we're constantly making decisions about where's our best energy spent right now, work towards this goal or getting this need for our client met, or talking about family or ministering to family. Put the and in there and then step up and help people sort through that by getting clear about your preferences. Now here's where the advice comes in, because another part of your question I'm reading into to help a lot, may not be there, is it's almost like when people ask me this question, it's almost like them saying, how do I work with family and just limit the drama at work? Because family dramas get in the way of work. It's almost like, can we stop the drama for 8 hours to get stuff done? And I'm telling you that that's just gonna be pent up drama. That's not gonna work. It's almost like you're asking for permission to have drama in your lives, but just not at work. We have an amazing workplace. Some of my employees are family, but there's never permission to have drama at work or at home. Drama-free, it's a lifestyle. We help people move beyond their egos, and we want them to be that evolved at work and at home. So I don't want you to think that you can just compartmentalize drama. Drama, in any way, shape, or form, needs to be diffused through using some of the techniques that we teach you. Some people are looking for like how-tos. Let me give you some how-tos. The first one I would just say is called You Go First. Make sure you're role modeling the change you wish to see in the world. So if there's a conversation going on about family, don't stay and participate, right? If you want to focus away from any drama, you go first. Go make that happen for yourself. And the second one is make sure you're setting what I call micro boundaries. Many people set boundaries for what they wish other people would do. Instead of setting a boundary and then you acting on it, don't set boundaries for other people to act on. Don't say you guys need to get back to work while you're still standing there. A better way is to say, I would like to move our energy to focus on what we need to deliver today, and then you leave and go work. There's a difference, and I hope you see that. Don't set boundaries for what you want other people to do. Set a boundary, and then you act on your own boundary. So, Jay, I love your question. I can relate, I can empathize. What I know is that if my employees, regardless of if they're family or not, are not focusing on where I need them to focus, I need to step up and lead and coach. And so this is your call to greatness. If you want structure, put structure forward. If you want their behavior different, coach them. And if you want their behavior different, you go first. This has a lot to do with you. And so I'm so glad you asked. Take a look at your question and see where you might have opportunity to up your own accountability here.
An anonymous fan from Maumee, Ohio asks, how can you get people to stop being so catty or creating drama when it doesn't need to exist?
Great question. Very similar to the question I get at almost every training session I give. How can I stop other people from being catty and into drama? In fact, I start every training session out by asking people, what are the sources of drama in your organization? And I'm amazed because people have the same answer. It's other people who are catty, other people who are judgmental, other people who can't deal with change. It's people who won't cooperate. It's all these other people. And I ask that question, what's the source of drama in your workplace? Because it's actually an accountability question. So what I'm listening for is the word I. See, most people believe that all the drama in their life is what other people bring to the table. I'm listening for somebody to say, wait a minute, the drama that's here is because I allow it, or I participate in it, or I'm it. See, I know there's only 3 sources of drama in the workplace when I work with leaders. Here are the sources of drama if you're a leader. So 1, you hired it. 2, you enable it, you allow it, you don't address it when it happens. Or 3, you are it. 3 sources of drama. You hired it, you enable it, allow it, or you are it. Now, so with an eye towards accountability, here's where I want you to focus first, Anonymous. I want you to focus first on your own drama, editing your stories, moving beyond ego, stop believing everything you think. And you know what? You will find the behavior of others is much less irritating, much less a problem to be solved. So that will clear up part of it. But I want to get to the legitimate part of your question I think I can help with. How do I get people to stop being catty or starting drama where it doesn't need to exist? I have a really great technique that I love to use. When somebody brings me drama or gossip or judgment, my first part of the technique is I say something profoundly positive because that sets a tone, a micro boundary for where I'm willing to go, what my general attitude towards life is. I really put us on the same side as the person we think is the problem, and I join together with them mentally, and then I just ask the question, what should we be doing to help? So here's an example. I have a sibling who is a fantastic sibling. She spends a lot of time worrying about my other brothers and sisters. And many times that's just good concern, but every once in a while she falls off the bus and phones me with an agenda. So she calls up and she says, "Oh my gosh, have you heard about our brother?" I say, "Our brother? Oh my gosh, I love that guy. Why, what's up?" See, I put profound positivity out there. I love this guy. What's up? She says, "Well, he's buying a house he can't afford, and his wife is talking him into spending money they don't have, and they're going to be destitute in retirement. Just bring in the drama." And my next response was, "Oh my gosh, my brother will be destitute in retirement? What should we be doing to help? I have extra money. I'll send him some. I have a huge house. All my kids will be gone. I have extra bedrooms. He can live with me in retirement." I just start problem solving. And what she does is face a choice. She can start helping or change the subject. And in this case, she changed the subject. She said, "I'm not getting involved in that hot mess." And I was able to say, "Then what are we doing for the 4th of July? My brother, I love that guy. What should we be doing to help?" It's a technique I think will limit the drama in your life, because even if those people take drama elsewhere, it's not in your vicinity. And here's the real catch of this. I can't help you limit your drama unless I have a position like your leader or your coach or your friends that you're open to it for me to help you self-reflect. But I can ensure that I don't participate in drama. And without a participant, drama has nowhere to land. So try that simple technique and let me know how it goes. If you want to see your question, you can submit it on the link below. You just click on that. There's a form you can fill out, and no cleaning up your question. Don't make it pretty, make it real. This show is released every week on Wednesday, but you can find me every single day of the week on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, you name it. I'm there. Check out @Wakeman.